Hey there, YouTubers. My last video was kind of mean of me. The video got too long, so I didn't get a chance to do much more than talk about having a van problem. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the van problem. It got fixed, and at the end, I'll show you more. You're about to hear what I heard 2 or 3 different times, just a real light scraping. And it's just from the road being banked ever so slightly. So my van is a 25-year-old leisure travel, which I love, but 25 years is getting old. And for those that follow around, this summer for sure, I took it in a lot of rough roads, and in the past, I've taken it on rough roads, and it is starting to show signs of that. So when I heard the noise, my first instinct was I thought maybe something had hit my exhaust pipe for my generator, and it was scraping the ground. I was kind of right, but not totally right, and I'll show you. All right, at this point, I decided to do the right thing and call the voice and tell her what's going on.
Hello, when you see that gas station up here on the right, can you just pull over? I got a noise I gotta check out. Okay. All right, bye.
See, I still stay quiet. My mind is trying to go through what it could possibly be. I do also want to say I'm not always the brightest guy in the world, so I was very fortunate to be traveling with the voice because when we get to show you what happened, I was kind of dumb thinking, I can still make it to Aunt Noggin. I know a garage up there, I can make it. And luckily, she was smart enough to go, are you out of your friggin' mind? We got to get this fixed before you go any further. So, again, pretty odd thing, and hopefully it never happens to any of you, but that's life. So this is my 99 leisure travel that I love. It's on a 98 Dodge. That's why I said it's 25 years old. And I do all I can to keep it in good shape. But as we know, sometimes you can't see everything that might not be in good shape. This is where I pulled over in Baraga, Michigan to get the first look at what's going on.
All right, YouTubers, this is not good. My generator is broken loose. I don't know what to do. It is that far off the ground. And this is all rusted and fallen out. Well, that's really not good. That has fallen down through. I don't know what to do.
This is the point where I thought I could carry on, and the voice luckily told me no. And then across the road, I saw that there was a tire shop. So I walked over there, talked to them, and they said, yeah, come on and bring it over. We'll take a look at it for you. Thanks again to ScreenPal for the free screen capture.
They're going to try to MacGyver something for me. Mr. Tire. I got a feeling I'm going to give them a lot of credit here. I got lucky they weren't busy. Right here in Baraga. Alright, we're backing out of here.
These guys were truly fantastic. I might drive to Baraga just to buy my next set of tires. They were so cool and helpful.
The tire. They basically put a piece of wood under me.
So being in a place that I don't know anybody, they also found me a place to take it for a real fix.
And sending me to another place that thinks they could be able to help. And we'll get it figured out. Well, there's drama for you. I try not to have drama. So what they did, they were trying to find a place to strap, and I couldn't see either. So they had a piece of 2x4 and basically got it propped up there, and it's holding tight, but the 2x4 is just on the edge of the fiberglass that kind of cups underneath. So, you know, that's not a good idea to go very far. So they called around for me because of beyond their means. And we're going to a place called Dynamite Towing right here in Lance. Across from Hilltop. I'm really glad I stopped because I heard a couple noises that just didn't sound right. And as you can see, when I was banking, the tailpipe, the generator tailpipe was scraping the ground. So we'll see what happens when we get there.
I did a walk around before we left the campground like I do every time I drive it, and it was fine. It wasn't broken loose. But it is disconcerting if you're seeing that amount of rust that a generator's falling out. What else is bad?
Mile and a half. GoPro stop. Also, guys at Mr. Tire didn't want any money. I gave them 20 bucks. But they were just willing to help. You don't find that a lot.
If you're ever in Baraga, Michigan and need tires, please go to Mr.
You do
Tire.
not find that a lot.
So when he called the guys at the place we're going, they said they were out on a job and they'd be back at 1 p.m. and they were back exactly at 1 p.m. This place is Dynamite Towing on Dynamite Road, so it's easy to find.
Alright, this is where we're going. I got a feeling they'll charge me.
Your destination is on the left.
GoPro, stop recording. So Eddie's already up on their lift here at Dynamite Towing. He said he should have it in about an hour. I can't go in. I think we're gonna see if they can put some self-tapping screws in or strap it or what. But, you know, if I was somewhere else than the UP, hold on. Like if I was back in Dayton, if I was somewhere else, they'd be like, come back in 10 days, you know? So we'll see.
Now, even though you're not seeing me on camera, I was not freaked out in any way, really. I was actually relieved that it was on a lift as opposed to in a ditch somewhere after having possibly driven over my own generator. The guys at Dynamite Towing were also fantastic, had me done in about an hour. So here's what they did. I'll show you much more at the end of the video. I like to call it, they kind of Uber-rigged it. Obviously, as I said before, a little concerned about that amount of rust, and they kind of inspected around the rest of it, and I looked a little bit, and they said the rest of it wasn't too bad, and the rust on that pipe is just surface rust.
All right, we're leaving Dynamite Towing. And we're back on the road to Aunt Noggin. Hi, Vinny. You all right? Did all that scare you? You're probably a little bit freaked out, huh? All right, so I'll get up under there when we get there. It was in the dirt. So I wasn't gonna lay on the dirt and film it, but basically they did a similar thing. They drilled a couple holes through a pipe that's still good.
The guy pulled on the pipe in front of me to show that it was still good.
And connected that sucker up. Put some 2x4s across it. And we should be good for a while. I asked the guy, "Does this get me back to Ohio?" He said, "Oh, yeah. He said you could take it to a place where they could weld a new pipe on there and basically build a box around it. I'm waiting for this guy to go.
He also said I could leave it like this for years. Not sure I'll do that though.
And hold it, but and 80 bucks. Charged me 80 bucks to fix that. Like I said, the first place didn't want to charge me nothing. I gave him 20 right back there. You can't thank people enough. You come up here and people are nice. 80 bucks. If I'd have been in Ohio, if I'd have been around Dayton, that would have been like a 2-week wait and $300-400 probably.
I will admit I looked in the side view mirror to see if it fell out.
I'm just glad I heard it before it got worse. So there's some drama. It sure looked like my generator wanted to break its ties with Cousin Eddie and just sit on the road. Because I had told them, I don't know if you can strap it, if you can bolt it back in place, or hell, if it comes to it, we'll just take it out, you know. I said, you know, you got the electrical down there and the gas line, obviously, that you got to terminate. But I wanted to get moving again, so I could have thrown that thing in the back for all I cared. But like I said, I'll show you my drama. It's my most drama in a while. Let's hope that stays that way. Oh, it's hot today, Vincent. It is hot today. All right, I'll let you look and I'm going to open the window.
Honestly, though, at this point, I was just relieved. No more real stress. But, you know, it's in the back of your mind now. Now my thought is I need an inspection and I need to see how long Eddie has left in him.
Okay, you didn't see that. Need to see that twice in a day. It only took about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe. Pretty good, pretty good. My windshield, other than where you're looking, is devastated with bugs. All right, that's enough of this. I'll talk in a minute. Maybe I'll think some more on my drama story. All right, we're turning on to 38. We're gonna go by the Ojibwa Casino. This is lucky. We can make this. Yep. Going to Otnoggin. So we both had generator issues now in the last year. Her tailpipe dropped off and my whole generator tried to drop out.
Honestly, my initial thought when I heard the noise was that's what happened, the same as hers, is that something hit my generator exhaust and that it was loose and hanging down.
Stayed here many times. Ojibwa Campground back there on the bay is a beautiful place to camp. If that's full, or Berga State Park is full, which again I don't recommend, they got camping up here at the casino. Hot tub, sauna, all that good stuff. Eddie, you just keep trucking along, but that's a disturbing thing when you got enough rust that your generator's trying to fall out. Other stuff under there looked pretty good. They thought so too. Yep, there's about 4 or 5 people camping there at the casino. All right, so we're good for another day, I think. Hopefully longer. Otnoggin, 41 miles. On your left, that's where I got a whole bunch of sawdust that I still have that I make my fire starters out of. But like I said, that's enough for now. I also don't know how freaked out Vinny was, because he was in here during it. There's quite a bit of drilling and stuff going on, but he did not, I warned the guy, he did not jump on the guy's lap when he drove it around the building into the back. We'll get settled soon. It's hot, Vinny. I'll turn some air on for you. It's gonna be wonderful. Back in Otnoggin. Don't see as much color change here. There's some. All right. It is construction season still. Season? Yeah, construction season. You know, it goes back to, you hate to have stuff happen, obviously, but things work out. Things work out. 80 bucks.
I still, after all this time, because it's been a while, can't believe they only charged me 80 bucks for this. But It does do something to me. It makes me realize this van is 25 years old. How much life do I have in it? Is it time to start thinking about another vehicle, another van or RV or whatever? And then when I go to sell it, I know there's a lot of people that love my cousin Eddie on that watch the YouTube videos. I don't know anymore how good I'd feel selling it to somebody. So we'll see how my mind copes with this over some time. If I'm good enough to leave it the way it is, and you'll see at the end, please stick to the end, or if I need more expensive work done, or if it's time to move on. I just don't know yet. And in this particular circumstance, it could have been terrible. If that thing would have let loose with electric and gas going to it, it could have been terrible driving over it flopping down the road.
All right, we're returning to Noggin, just past an artesian well. It's a pretty good one. Not the best one ever, but a pretty good one. That's a mostly stop. We're going M26 south. Noggin, 14 miles. All right, we're driving by Pat's. IGA, Family Dollar does look open-ish. We're almost there. And he's running pretty good.
And then the other good part of it, I was in a caravan with the voice. I wasn't on my own. So that calms you a little bit.
We were supposed to be here a few hours ago. They held us 2 sites, they said. My customary spot, my little bitty spot. I like it because I can pick up Wi-Fi. And I'm small in this van, so somebody can take the bigger sites.
It's just a lot of times people don't realize when you're traveling around in an RV or van that there's a lot of things that are on your mind, especially as your vehicle gets older and older.
I wonder how much it's changed in about a year. It's been about a year. There's a few years I spent a lot of time here. This is just going to be a couple, maybe 3 days at the most. Gas is $4.29 for regular. Yowzies.
I do think you can tell just from my voice in the 50-mile drive that I'm over worrying about it, which I don't know if that's great or bad, but it is what it is.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day. And it worked out. I like when things work out. Up North Cafe, good food. We might go to Sills. There is a chance Stubbs is famous. There might be a chance that the voice, who is a true Youper, may eat a pasty with gravy. She's never had one with gravy in her life. We might go to Sills and get one with gravy. Man, my windshield is a battle zone. I always thought Noggin was a cute little town. We looked at a lot of properties here. Never pulled the trigger, and now it's pretty expensive. We're almost here. Had to switch GoPros again.
Oh, on a weird day like this, it feels really good to be back in Noggin.
These are the new sites. Shower house.
Hey, newsflash, I just ordered a replacement for the GoPro, so in a month or so you may see and hear much improvement. It was a strange investment when you don't make a lot of money on your YouTube videos, but I needed it.
Yeah, they're pretty full today.
I'm gonna drive right into my customary spot that they're holding for me. They don't do reservations here, but if you call the day of and they have a spot, they'll hold it for you. That beautiful Lake Superior makes any day better. So I don't do sponsors. I don't try to get you to buy AG1 or any stuff like that. I don't do Patreon. So if you just want to click like and maybe watch most of the videos, that'd help me a lot. And hopefully you'd enjoy it as well. If not, don't. Okay, promise kept. Here's what it looks like after they did their Uper rigging of it.
I should have taken a video when it was on the lift, but see a bolt there, right there, and a bolt right there on this pipe that's still good. And I just put wood here. You can't really see. I should have filmed this when I was there. Let's see. And I just put a couple rivets here, a couple rivets here to hold the board on. And that has my generator where it's supposed to be. You can see where this rusted and broke free. Let's hope the tank doesn't fall out. And he's getting old. Most of the other stuff seemed good. So yeah, it's fixed and better.
I know it looks, and it does to me, terrible, but they said it's just surface rust and that bar is pretty solid. Those bolts are just to keep the 2x4 from moving. There's no weight on the edge of it, they
It's
said.
back where it belongs. I haven't tried to use it yet. I'm not pushing my luck. I'm going to get it back to Ohio before I mess with it anymore.
Eddie's had a lot of time on dusty roads this summer. So there was my drama. It all worked out, and I hope you enjoyed this in some way and that you have a great and wonderful day.